Good morning, students. My name is Dr. Supriya Goyal. I am an assistant professor at the Department of Physics, Khalsa College, Patiala. Today, I am going to cover some topics related to waves for the class of Honor Physics first year. The topics that I will cover today are relaxation time, logarithmic decrement, and quality factor for the damped oscillations. Now the first topic that I am going to cover now is relaxation time, which is denoted by the symbol tau. The definition of this relaxation time is defined as the time interval during which the amplitude of damped oscillator decays to 1 by e times its initial value. It is denoted by the symbol tau, as I have already written over here. Now what is 1 by e? 1 by e means it is around 0.368. Now let us do its derivation and you will get to know about it. Let us suppose that the original amplitude of a damped oscillator is A0 at the time t is equal to 0. Then after the time t tau, which is the relaxation time, as we have written in the statement, it decays to 1 by e times its initial value. That means the amplitude now becomes e is equal to a naught by e, where tau is a relaxation time. As I have already told, 1 by e is 0.368. That means we can say that during the relaxation time, the amplitude of the oscillator decays to 36.8% of its initial value. Okay, now you have to note that tau is actually the measure of the rapidity of the decay of amplitude of oscillator. That means it is actually time, greater is the time, greater is the tau. That means it will take more time to decay. That means lesser is the damping. Therefore slower is the rate of dissipation of energy and that of the decay of amplitude. If the time is less, that means decaying is going on very fast. That means damping is fast. Okay. Now we have to find its expression for the mechanical oscillator as well as for the electrical oscillator. You already know about the differences between these two oscillators. First we will do the derivation for the mechanical oscillator and then for the electrical oscillator. For the mechanical oscillator, let us suppose in the starting the amplitude of the damped mechanical oscillator, it decays as given by this formula, a is equal to a naught e raised to power minus bt. Now if tau is the relaxation time, we have to find out what is the amplitude after the time tau, that is relaxation time. That means after time t plus tau, then its amplitude is written as a prime, which is a naught e raised to power minus b. T will here now change to t plus tau. Then by definition we know that a dash is equal to a by e. It decays to 1 by e value. Therefore putting the values in both left hand side and at both left hand and right hand side, we get a0 e raised to power minus b t plus tau, which is equal to a0 e raised to power minus bt by e. Now cancel the common terms, same terms, cancel them. A naught is cancelled, e raised to power minus bt is cancelled from the both sides. We are left only with e raised to power minus b tau is equal to 1 by e. That means e raised to power minus b tau is equal to e raised to power minus 1. Just compare the superscripts. B tau is equal to 1. That means b is, since what is b? It is the damping factor. It is related to the damping constant r by 2m. Therefore tau is coming out to be 1 by b. That is, it is inversely proportional to the damping factor, and after putting the value of b, it is 2m by r. That is, r is the damping constant. We have to make clear that tau is inversely proportional to the damping constant. More is the damping, lesser will be the relaxation time. Lesser is the damping, more will be the relaxation time. Okay. Similarly, we will do this derivation for the electrical oscillator. Now in the case of electrical oscillator, we will now not be having the amplitude, we will be having the amplitude of the charges. Now the charge on the plates of the capacitor of a, what is electrical oscillator? It is LC circuit. Okay, and it will be having some internal resistance which will be denoted by capital R. Now the charge on the plates of the capacitor of a damped electrical oscillator is given by Q is equal to Q naught e raised to power minus Bt. What is Q naught? It is the initial value of the charge which is at the time t is equal to 0. Now what is tau? Tau is a relaxation time, similar to the derivation for the mechanical oscillator. Now after the time t plus tau, Q naught will change, the amplitude or the charge will become Q dash, which will be Q naught e raised to power minus B. Instead of t, we will be now writing t plus tau. Okay. Similarly, on the same lines, by definition, we know that Q dash is equal to Q by E. Okay. And after the time tau, putting the values, similarly cancelling the same terms, tau will come out to be equal to 1 by B. Now here the formula for B is R by 2L. The role of small r is played by the resistance, the role of M is being played by the inductance L. So tau, which is equal to 1 by B, now it will be equal to 2L by R, and it is again relaxation time is inversely proportional to the resistance of the oscillator. Hope you are I hope everything is clear. Now the second topic is logarithmic decrement delta. It is denoted by the symbol delta. It is defined as the, what is the definition? It is defined as the natural logarithmic of the ratio of amplitude of the oscillation at any instant and that one time period after it. One time period means when it is a time taken by the oscillator to complete one oscillation. It is normally denoted by T dash, capital T dash. Now this definition is based on the formula. Now what is amplitude? Amplitude, let's suppose that A is the amplitude at the time t and A T dash is the amplitude at the time t plus capital T dash. What is capital T dash? After one time period. Now we have already written the definition. What is logarithmic decrement? Delta is the natural log of the ratio of the amplitude at any instant to the amplitude after one time period, that is at the, now we are writing T dash in the subscript just to make a difference. This is the amplitude at the time t plus T dash. We will do this derivation for the mechanical oscillator and on the same lines for the electrical oscillator. What is for the mechanical oscillator? Now let us suppose the amplitude is given by this formula for the damped oscillator. Now after the time t plus T dash, it will be written like this. We will be changing this t to t plus T dash. Now what is logarithmic decrement? It is delta is equal to log to the base e a by a t dash. Put the values of a and a t dash, cancel the common terms. We will get now log and e. This log and this e, they will be neutralizing each other. Therefore delta will be b t dash. Now what is the value of b for the mechanical oscillator? It is r by 2m. Therefore delta will come out to be r t dash by 2m. Okay. Similarly, we can do it for the electrical oscillator. Now for the case of electrical oscillator, we have the charges, and for the damped electrical oscillator, Q is equal to Q naught e raised to power minus Bt, and after one time period the charge is Q T dash, which is Q naught e raised to power minus Bt plus T dash, and then delta will come out to be equal to the ratio of these two and the log, natural log, cancelling the same terms, and the same relation will be there for the case of electrical oscillator like this. Delta is Bt dash and here also delta is Bt dash, but the difference is in the values of the B, which are resistance and inductance in case of electrical oscillator and damping factor and mass in the case of electric mechanical oscillator. Put the values over here, they are just the symmetric relations, just the change in the values. Okay. Now what the next article in the logarithmic decrement is how do we measure the experimental values of delta. It is one of the important derivation. Here let us suppose in the previous derivation we were defining it as the ratio of a by at dash. That means after one time period how much the amplitude has decayed. Now if we have the amplitude of the oscillator after time t is given by this formula, as you all know. Now let us suppose at the starting at the time t is equal to 0, the amplitude is a naught. After one time period, amplitude will decay to a1, which is a naught e raised to power minus b t dash. We are not writing here at any instant, we are writing after one time period, after two time period, after n time period. Let us suppose an is equal to a naught e raised to power minus b n t dash. Okay. Now let us just divide the first term and the last term, a naught by an. Now after dividing we will get this relation. Now we know that delta is bt dash. We have proved this formula. Now that means a naught by an will be equal to e raised to power my n delta. Take the natural log on both sides, then this right hand side will become n delta will be equal to natural log to the base e a naught by an. From here the value of delta comes out to be 1 by n a log to the base e a naught by an. That means if we are taking the after first time period, n will be 1, after second time period from the starting it will be 1 by 2, and by this way we can get the values of delta. And if we plot that graphically, it is like this. This is a damped oscillator. This is a graph between amplitude versus time, and in the starting amplitude is a naught, after one time period it is a1, after second time period it is a2. What is time period? It is from top to top, crest to crest, it is t dash, and after one time period its value is a naught e raised to power minus b t dash. Okay. Now the third article which I am going to cover is the quality factor of a damped oscillator. It is again denoted by Q, and it is related with the decay of energy of a damped oscillator. That means how much energy is decayed, how much energy is lost after the certain time period. Okay. That means quality factor gives the rate of decay of energy of the damped oscillator. Now its definition says that it is defined as the number which is equal to 2 pi times the ratio of energy, instantaneous energy of the oscillator, that is energy of the oscillator at any instant, to the energy lost during one time period after that instant. That means in the mathematical form we can write it as 2 pi times the ratio of energy of the oscillator at any instant to the loss of energy during one time period. Okay, that means let us suppose energy at any instant is given by u and the loss is given by minus du. We have written the subscript t dash because it is after one time period. Negative sign, as you know, that means the loss of energy is going over here. Okay, now we will go over to the derivation of this. As we know that in the previous articles, the total energy of the oscillator is proportional to the square of its amplitude. Amplitude is given by a naught e raised to power minus bt. Therefore u is directly proportional to a naught e raised to power minus bt the square. We have some other terms over here. We are writing therefore the proportionality sign. Putting the values, opening the square, we will get this. Now we will absorb this a naught square and the proportionality sign to u naught, which is the initial energy of the oscillator. Okay. Now we have to find the denominator of the formula for Q, that is the rate of variation of energy. We just do its first one time differentiation. Okay, then that means du with respect to t is u naught, and from this this subscript we will be getting minus 2b common, u naught e raised to power minus 2bt and dt. Now we have to find the loss after one time period, but here we are getting dt. Therefore we will be replacing this dt by t dash. Okay, then that means minus du, take this negative sign to the left hand side, and minus du at the time t dash is equal to 2b u naught e raised to power minus 2bt t dash. Instead of dt we will be writing here t dash. Therefore q will be now becoming equal to 2 pi u by minus du dt dash. Putting the values of u and minus du t dash, we will be getting the value of q as pi by b t dash. Okay, this is the formula for the quality factor Q for the damped oscillator. Now we will be getting the formulae for the mechanical oscillator and the electrical oscillator similar to the relaxation time and logarithmic decrement. For the value of for the mechanical oscillator, B is R by 2m and Q is pi by bt dash. Put the value of B, it is 2 pi m by r t dash. As we know that 2 pi by t dash is the angular frequency omega naught t dash. Put that value over here. The formula for Q is now m omega naught dash by r. Similar to the electrical oscillator, B is given by capital R by 2 capital L. L is the inductance, R is the resistance. Put that values, and again we will be getting the value for Q as instead of M we will be having L, instead of small r we will be having capital R. It is L omega dash by capital R. Now one of the important relation is between the relaxation time, logarithmic decrement, and for the quality factor. We are doing this for the electrical oscillator. Similar is for the case of the mechanical. For the this is for the mechanical oscillator, okay, and same is for the electrical oscillator. What is the formula for tau? It is 1 by b. But for the delta, it is bt dash. But for the q, it is pi by bt dash. Now using 1 and 2, the relation between the quality factor, between the relaxation time and the logarithmic decrement, from these two relations it is delta is equal to t dash by tau. And from first and third, tau is equal to q t dash by pi. And from second and third, just equate the equations, delta will come out to be equal to pi by q. These formulas will be used in the numericals, okay. The same can be done for the electrical oscillator, okay. Thank you so much.